Welcome to Moments in the Word. I'm James Tyler, your host, and this morning we'll be reading from Isaiah chapter number 20. In the year that Tartan came unto Ashdod, when Sargon the king of Assyria sent him, and fought against Ashdod and took it, at the same time spake the Lord by Isaiah the son of Amos, saying, Go and loose the sackcloth from off thy loins, and put off thy shoe from thy foot. And he did so, walking naked and barefoot. And the Lord said, Like as my servant Isaiah have walked naked and barefoot 3 years for a sign and wonder upon Egypt and Ethiopia, so shall the king of Assyria lead away the Egyptians prisoners and the Ethiopians captives, young and old, naked and barefoot, even with their buttocks uncovered, to the shame of Egypt. And they shall be afraid and ashamed of Ethiopia their expectation, and of Egypt their glory. And the inhabitant of this isle shall say in that day, Behold, such is our expectation, whither we flee for help to be delivered from the king of Assyria, and how shall we escape? As we turn and we look at this text here this morning, we see, yes, it is a short chapter in the book of Isaiah that conveys a powerful and thought-provoking message here. Isaiah here describes the events surrounding the Assyrian invasion of Egypt and Cush, modern-day Ethiopia and Sudan. The prophet Isaiah is commanded by God to walk around barefoot and naked for 3 years as a sign and a warning to Egypt and Cush. This act symbolized the humiliation and captivity that would befall these nations when the Assyrians defeated them. Now, the lesson here is that Isaiah's willingness to obey God's command, even when it was difficult and humbling, teaches us the importance of obedience to God's will, even when it challenges our own comfort zones. Isaiah's act of walking naked and barefoot symbolized humility and vulnerability. It reminds us of the importance of humility in our relationship with God and others. The prophecy serves as a warning about the consequences of sin and disobedience. It reminds us that actions have consequences and we should strive to live righteously. The chapter also highlights the futility of relying on human alliances and strength. Instead, it encourages us to place our trust and dependence on God. Just as Isaiah obeyed God's difficult command, we should seek to obey God's guidance in our lives, even when it's challenging. Cultivating humility can help us build stronger relationships and draw closer to God. Recognize that we are dependent on God's grace and not our own strength. Understanding that our actions also, they have consequences, which can help us make better decisions and live more righteously. Instead of relying solely on our abilities or human support, we should place our trust in God's providence and guidance. And these are just a few insights that we could draw from here in Isaiah 20. I'm James Tyler, coming to you live from the Castle Studios this morning, and welcome again to Moments in the Word. God bless.